Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Banao Bharat's Trading for Living Thursday post market live session, 29th of February, monthly expiry day for both Nifty and Bank Nifty. Based on yesterday's discussion, we anticipated kind of lower opening, and large part of the day we expected market to be little bit sideways to small up move. So that is what we got to witness today. This is the Nifty chart. Opens at around 21,100 levels, 21,900 levels, and large part of the day it spent within the range of morning's day high and day's low. So majorly most of the rollovers and most of the liquidations of the F&O positions had got completed yesterday itself. That is what we got to witness today. There was no major price action that could disturb the traders. Normal first few candles of up and down, by then the day's gamma moves were all over, and after that once it started climbing about 21,900, it had kind of smooth upward curve. Of course there were plenty of red candles in between, but no major follow up on the red candles, and also no major follow up on the green candles. Only towards the end, in the last candle after 315, is when we got to witness the Nifty movement above 22,000 and closed at 22,034. So overall Nifty expiry has gone well. In fact, there was little bit of apprehension based on yesterday's price action. The way it collapsed, it was evident people have started kind of getting little disturbed at the higher levels, and looks like the higher levels may not sustain also. And today's price action is also reflecting that there may not be any major up move in the coming days also. So for the month of March, we have seen February making a higher high compared to the January's levels, which means it is still in the trend continuation mode, and Feb's low will act as a good support for now. But until unless we see 22,300 being taken out, the levels that you need to keep in mind for the coming month of March. For the month of March, keep in mind 22,300 on the Nifty. Until unless you don't see 22,300 on the Nifty, do not be a aggressive long buyer. And at the same time, as and when the February lows taken out, that is when you have to start building your short positions. So for now, next few days, the beginning of March is happening tomorrow, so it might hover around these levels. Now moving forward, for next few days at least, markets will try to take some cues from the international markets. There is some amount of tiredness and exhaustion visible even in the international markets, especially Dow Jones. Of course, Nasdaq is still doing well, but Dow Jones and S&P 500 is kind of getting exhausted. But having said that, it might take a breather here and it might continue to go up. If it goes up, then our indexes also might make new highs. Otherwise, looks like market may top here, and it might start making some new or fresh lower levels for this for this calendar year 2024. So keep in mind, for now we don't have any fresh lows that can be acted upon for the year 2024. All the levels that we are currently witnessing belongs to 2023, One is 18,800 on the downside. The second low level that is significant is 16,800. So in all probability, if 22,300 is not taken out, then we may start heading downwards in the coming months. We have already seen first 2 months in this year. So this month's low is 21,530. January's low is at 21,137, and one significant low on the monthly candle is 18,800. After that we have 16,800. So these are some of the important levels that we need to start keeping in our mind in the coming days. On the higher side, keep in mind 22,300, and on the lower side, the first checkpoint will be Feb's low, which is now currently standing at 21,530 levels. You can say 21,500. So these are the levels that you need to act upon. Until then, it is going to be kind of range bound market. That is what is my expectation for coming few days. Markets, our Indian markets will start taking cues from the international markets, and it might replicate or follow what is happening in the Dow Jones. Once clear trend emergence either above 22,300 or 21,500, then markets, our markets, Indian markets will be on its own, and it will take its own course of action. So let us see how the March month goes. February on the whole, it had been a kind of mix and match, one day up and one day down. This pattern of one day up and one day down has played out throughout the month. Large part of the month it was alternating between up and down. So we have not covered any much ground either on the upside or on the downside in the month of February. In spite of having 5 expiries in this month, the overall movement in the market has been up and down, so we have not progressed much either on the upside or on the downside. So that is the major takeaway for the month of February. Hopefully we will get some direction and some movement on the direction in the month of March. Let us hope for the best and see how it goes. Let us once again catch up tomorrow post market. Until then, Om Swasti.